Fan 85, you'd figure eventually I get tired of it. But with the Bell Hobby's fastest rising star, I guess I can make an exception. So we're going to... I had to throw that in there, man. I'm sorry. I am happy for you, though. I am happy for you.
It's not why I'm looking at you this way.
Why are you looking at me that way?
You know why I'm looking at you this way.
Okay. Is it because I have something that you don't? Could that be it?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what that is.
I don't know. You might be giving a little teaser with the hat. Or, if you guys are smarter than me and know how to read, unlike I do. Look, I got a Southeast Georgia education, okay? I still have to sound words out. But if you look right down there, you know why I'm mad.
Yep.
But I'm mad because it's so good.
It really, oh my God, it really is. So let me give you a backstory. So you already know what it is. You're looking down.
Fill us in on a backstory. I'm not trying to cut you off, but I really... Wayne doesn't like to brag on himself, but I need to put this in there because I know he's not going to, or he might have, I don't know. If you've ever seen the movie Inception, Wayne took that movie to heart for the simple fact he planted this idea in my head. I was going to go with a maker on this belt, and Wayne planted this idea in my head and got me revved up, got my gears going, got the wheels turning.
I like to call it building the balloon up. He
just watched the hamster start running on the wheel, so to speak, and the entire time, he's the puppet master plucking the strings.
That is actually where I dubbed myself the Silent Mastermind. I remember messaging somebody and going, I am the Silent Mastermind.
I really just want to call you the Puppet Master.
Yeah, I mean, we can go with that too. Balor Fan 85, Wayne the Puppet Master Bullard, it doesn't matter what you call it.
I like it.
So about a little over a month ago, I'm sorry, I'm trying to peak my personality.
I know.
I'm trying to get that id factor, if you will. So about a month ago, I normally stick with replica belts. Authentic replica belts from Shop, from Fandu. That's what I normally do. You branched out. You got a couple of bootlegs.
I do.
And so AEW happened. And they have one of the most beautiful belts I've ever seen in my life. It is such a beautiful belt. And I wanted it. Now, unfortunately, AEW, they don't have a replica belt yet. And when they do...
you guys can feel how hard I'm staring at them right now.
I can feel it. So when they do get a replica belt, I'm probably going to buy it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That better be directed that way, Grasshopper. Thank you. So I decided to take my first step and get an unofficial belt. And what better one to do it than the AEW Championship? So I made contact with a group called Mayan Belts, ran by Mayan Mutasar, another Mayan...
the Mayan family.
Yes, the Mayan family. And their guy, Eddie Williams, who is one of the fans of our show. Eddie and Ira Williams, shout out to you.
Absolutely. If you look in the Belt Review or in Wrestling Review Society on Facebook, or in any group really, Eddie and Ira Williams is the American Connect. He's going to handle all the business transaction. You're going to send the money to him. He's going to send the belt to you. He is the middleman between the maker and the customer. Incredibly honest guy, incredibly noble guy, probably one of the most honest guys in the hobby, I would say.
Very.
Keeps you updated the entire time. You never have to question where your belt is, where your money is. Just overall a great guy, and I mean I could go on for at least another hour on how awesome he is. And so, I'm sure you guys are going to see him pop up in the comments right down here as well.
So I reached out to those guys. Again, I'm religiously a Shop replica guy. I never found a reason to buy a quote-unquote bootleg, but I wanted to give this guy a try. And again, AEW, when you guys put out a replica, I will buy that too, even if it's just to compare them. But I will.
I think that'd be a good video to do.
Yeah, it definitely would. So with that being said, I reached out to him, and he quoted me a time frame. He quoted me a really good price. I don't want to give prices out because they could change, but quoted me a good price.
Well, and I'm not trying to cut you off. The thing is, with Mayan belts, they're so customer friendly. They do what's called a belt of the month, and then if you pay in full, there's an additional discount from time to time. It's not a permanent thing. They do have sales. They have Black Friday sales. They have tax season sales. They have belt of the month. So you could potentially get this belt 20 to 25% off if it's in that belt of the month category.
Yeah.
If it's not, it's going to be full price. You really just like you do with the Shop, you wait for those sales to come up. bootmaker or belt makers are no different. They know that they can capitalize on sales. So you catch it on sale. I mean, you're going to get this belt cheaper, or right around the same price as you would a replica belt.
Yeah, even if it's
That doesn't have real leather.
at the least, maybe a little bit more than the cost of a Universal Championship on WWE Shop or a network logo. But I reached out to him. He quoted me a time. He quoted me a price, and we paid right then and there. It took about a month to get, and the greatest thing, I kayfabed Kevin for the first time ever. I kept him kayfabe. I didn't tell him what was going on, but like he said, I did pull some strings. After I ordered it, I was on Myon's Facebook page, Myon Belts, and I started showing Kevin. I was like, Kevin, check this out, man. This looks pretty good. You should really get one of these. And Kevin, I could see those wheels start turning. Yeah, I could get one.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, it'd be great. I'd get a belt early.
Especially when I found out that if you order through Myon Belts, you only have to put $100 down.
Yeah.
You put $100 down, they start making your belt, and you pay as you go. So you're not even having to pay for a full belt. When they tell you 8 to 12 weeks, you send a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there, which is what I did. I mean, they really want to get these belts in your hands. So when I seen that, I jumped all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say I did. I have to give my wife credit. She put down the deposit for an anniversary. She got the belt for me for an anniversary gift. She put down the deposit, and then we paid as we went. And my belt will be here soon. But, yeah.
But I kept Kevin, you should get this belt. I can't wait. Kevin finally pulled the trigger and ordered it. Mind you, I'm already weeks into waiting, and I just had to. I inflated your ego a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
The puppet master was plucking at the strings.
Yeah, I told Kevin. I said, yeah, that's gonna be great. I can't wait to see your belt. I can't wait to review it. You're gonna get an AEW title. We were hoping by Full Gear, but that wasn't gonna happen.
Only because it fell on a holiday season.
At least I didn't. I thought it would happen, and it didn't. We didn't have it by Full Gear. But it came a week later. I told Kevin I had a big announcement. Kevin, what did you think that big announcement was?
Wayne and I are friends, and we spend a lot of time together off camera. And we were talking, and we just got to talking about like things we wanted to accomplish, and I thought he had hit one of his goals in life. And I was really happy for him, really happy for Victoria. And I thought that's what this big reveal was. And God, did you hit me out of left field.
Yeah, you actually thought we were pregnant, which is great. But we had an edition. It just wasn't that edition. So we went live on Facebook, and I pulled this out, and you literally cussed me. I know at least one time, but in your head, you're probably cussing me a ton.
In my defense, that was not of anger.
No.
And I wasn't cussing my buddy Wayne. I was cussing the situation just because I was taking. It was such a surprise. You did it amazingly.
Yeah, we did. So, do you want to go ahead and break it out?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get it up here.
With that being said, now mind you, we're not shilling for anybody. We're not promoting anything. We got a belt. We're going to review it.
Absolutely.
That's basically it. So I don't condone buying unofficial replicas, but I did in this situation. So with that being said, here's the unofficial title, the AEW title from Myon Belts.
And she is a beast.
Yeah. This is an unbelievable belt. Oh my God. It weighs almost 13 pounds, and that doesn't sound like a lot. But when you pick it up,
until you start holding it.
Yeah, when you pick it up, this thing is a beast. This is real leather. They imported these stones. I don't know if you can really see it right here. I'm going to work some of my magic. And these stones are imported from Australia. This is real leather. 4mm on 4mm on 4mm. The thing is a beast.
At the peak of the belt, which would be right here at the AEW logo. So you have a 4mm base plate, a 4mm plate on that, a 4mm name plate, a 4mm riser, and a 4mm logo. At its peak, this belt is pushing a 20mm belt.
Yeah. So just to give you an idea, we're going to do this, and it's going from side to side. You can see every bit of stackness on the belt.
She is thick.
Very thick. And I mean, it goes on and on and on. I can look at this all stack, 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 stack. I mean, just it's amazing. I can't get over it. Coming over here to the side plates. The side plates. One thing about this belt it is a weird design in the best way. From what I heard, they took from IWGP and they took from another couple of companies and came up with this. This is a Frankenstein, if you will, of several different ideas. So the side plates, I've never seen them. It almost looks like one of those things you put in your fist and you can hit people with.
See, it almost looks to me like a Batman Batarang.
Yeah, I can see that too, definitely. And you have two on each side, and they are just amazing. Amazing. I keep saying that word, and I don't think I can think of
even
another.
the stones come out like 2 millimeters.
Yeah,
at least.
I don't think I can think of a better word than amazing. Because I can't get over it. They also, with the strap right here, they went with the AEW. They got AEW stamped just like the actual belt. The leather is one of the floppiest leathers you can get. This is an upgrade that Mayan Belts has done.
I'm getting muscle failure.
Yeah, he keeps improving on his leather. Now I've never seen another Mayan belt.
No.
But if everyone is like this, I mean, the dude's hitting it out of the park. And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
yeah, it's 2x8.
Yep.
And then 2, 3,
2x8
4,
as
5,
well,
6, 7.
on each side.
2x8 on each side, male and female snaps. One of the bad things about this belt, for me, and it's on me, it's not on Mayan, it's not on replica makers or anything like
This
that.
is on our poor life choices.
Yeah, I can't wear the belt. I lose about 20 pounds. I'm probably in it all day. I'll probably run around this in my underwear all the time at the house. I haven't done that yet, by the way, so you're not holding any secrets. But you got the clamshell tooling all the way around the side plates. You know what? Normally we give a good in-depth review, and we normally talk a lot. This belt literally leaves me speechless. I cannot find words for this belt. It is amazing. I've seen some of the other reviews. Shout out to Stephen Hammer. Stephen Hammer's owned a few of these from different makers. And from the videos that I've seen on his, and even he'll agree, this is probably the most accurate AEW belt you'll get.
Jeff Parth as well, the TV accuracy nut.
This is probably the most TV accurate belt you're going to get until they start making replicas. And again, once they make a replica, I'm going to buy it. I had to have an AEW title. So for those out there, oh, you bought a bootleg, shoot me. I don't care. I had to have it, and I'm glad I bought it. I mean, it's people's personal preferences. The main plate is probably 11 inches, 10 and a half, 11 inches from the bottom to the top. You got the AEW logo right in the middle, and you have all these stones. This, when you buy a replica belt, and I'm sure, and I hope I'm wrong, but I hope when you buy an AEW replica, when they finally start making them, I'm sure these are going to be plastic stones. Because if you get anything like this, that's probably an $800 belt on replica wise.
Yeah,
I would say. But here, they imported these stones from Australia. I'm assuming they're cheap enough to grant the insane prices that they're letting these go for. But it sparkles. We had this out in the sunlight a while ago, and it is just amazing. Again, amazing is the word of the day for this belt. Again, you got two side plates on each side with the center plate. The leather is floppy, but here's the thing. This belt is so massive from here to there, it doesn't matter if the leather is floppy or not, because it's going to be stiff with the plates. Over here, though, you can literally, I can fold this, do whatever I want with it. You got anything you want to say?
So, as always, there are things that I like, and there are things that I don't like. And I didn't think I would say that. But getting into the things that I like. As Wayne said, this is probably the most TV accurate AEW championship I've ever seen. To kind of hint at what I was getting at, if you can think about Ben Affleck, Batman, the bulkier Batman symbol he had on his chest, that looks exactly like that.
It really does.
It looks like
All
the
you need is
Batman
the 2
logo.
ears up there.
Exactly. That looks like the Batman logo to me. I love that. I really do. You guys know how I feel about contrast. This belt is contrasted to the max.
I do got to say this, by the way, not to cut you off. The gold around here, this is 24 karat gold plate.
Yes.
And I guarantee you won't get that in a replica.
The gold to the silver is such great contrast. The gold E and the AEW logo throughout each of the 5 logos on the belt. The globes, the weight of it is awesome. You have the 8 male, 8 female, 2x8. You have the AEW tooling. You have this like a border tooling around the strap. And then when you get into the plates, you have the clamshell tooling. You have that nice little wear marks in between the plates to really add to the belt. I feel like if it didn't have those aging marks right here, it almost looked fake to me.
Yeah.
But the stress of the plates really help age the belt. And then when you get to the back, all your screws... Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
All your screws are encased in the leather.
You've got
really done
beautiful
secure.
leather backing.
I've tried finding holes in the leather, and there are none.
Yeah.
So I love absolutely everything about this belt. There's just one real big problem I have with this belt. I don't own it.
I kind of figured that's where you were.
That's the only. It's the only thing I could say, man. Now, when you say they referenced other belts, and we talked about this, when you look at the original NXT Women's Championship, the side plates on there, that was the first time we've seen side plates like that.
Yeah.
Until the AEW. Not to say they sampled that one, not to say they didn't, but they kind of have that same boomerang, batarang, whatever kind of C shape or crescent shape, however you want to describe it. But dude, this belt is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I can. We're probably pushing about 30 minutes right now, but
it feels like it for sure.
I could go on and on and on and on about this belt. You're gonna get a quality belt with me, and this is the first legitimate boot we've reviewed from a reputable bootmaker. And Wayne, before I go on, have you hit all your points, or is there anything else?
I kind of have to be honest. I have yet to find a flaw in this belt. I mean, when you stop and think about it, it's TV accurate. I heard AEW spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
Making their belts, but if they didn't win with this maker, I guarantee you, this was less than a fraction of what it cost.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I mean, I cannot stress enough.
That tooling is
these
so
guys,
deep.
These guys, and a lot of your bootmakers now, a lot of quality is going into them, and some actual promotions are using their belts as the actual their championships.
Look at how easy that lays. It's just
I can see Mayan making a promotions belt. I mean, bootlegging is not right, but at the same time, this could be their foot in the door to make actual championships for other people. Because when you look at this quality, shout out promotions. Look at this quality. Go talk with Mayan, get a custom out. They do custom championships, and I've got nothing but good things to say about them.
Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for me. The only thing I don't like about this belt is, once again, I don't own it.
But you are getting, you do have one on the way.
I do have one on the way. Once again, we cannot compliment Eddie Williams, also known as Eddie and Ira Williams, enough. We cannot compliment Mayan belts enough. Even Mayan, he and his family, they run the belt making side, but even they jump on the Wrestling Review Society page and they comment, they want to be involved with their customers. They want to be involved with their fan base. Eddie handles the business, but they're still out here metaphorically shaking hands and kissing babies.
A lot of the quote unquote bootleggers, they just want to shill. They just want to throw stuff at you. They want to send you private messages.
You're not just a dollar sign to Mayan belts.
Yeah, I literally saw Mayan in his page. A guy just went through some really hard times, and it was the worst thing you can go through. And you know who you are, and from WRS, I mean, you have our deepest condolences.
Absolutely.
He was in a bind. He had already ordered a belt through Mayan Belts. He ended up trying to sell that because he needed money for this situation. Mayan told him, or Eddie told him, one of them told him, we're sending you your money back and you're still getting the belt because your family does. That is exactly, it doesn't matter. That restored my faith in humanity.
Absolutely.
For something like that. And
those are the kind of people we want to do business with.
Now that doesn't mean go out to Facebook groups, especially Mayan Belts, and throw your sob stories and try to get free belts. I guarantee you it won't happen. all the time. This was an extenuating circumstance, and it is literally one of the
The
best.
absolute worst things that a person can go through. And Mayon Belts and Eddie and Ira Williams stepped up in the most amazing way. Like Wayne said, they fell on really hard times. They needed a way out, and he said, "Hey, do you guys mind if I post and let them know, like, hey, this belt's coming?" They said, "No problem." And while he's doing this, Eddie and Mayon are talking, and they're saying, "You know what? As a gift from Mayon Belts, here's your belt, and also we've already refunded your money."
Mm-hmm. I mean, tell me anybody who would do something like that, especially a belt maker who, they're making their money doing this, but it was one of the most kind things I've ever seen, and for that, I would definitely buy. I'd hope to get a customized Wrestling Review Society belt.
Oh,
eventually
absolutely,
from them.
absolutely.
I think that would be great.
Absolutely.
With that being said, I think I've pretty much touched on everything I want to touch on. You got anything else you want to say about it?
That pretty much wraps everything up for me. Make sure you guys are commenting, subscribing. If you're not on the YouTube page, jump over there and show us some love on there as well.
All right, take it easy, guys.
We'll see y'all.